Good day, beautiful magic makers. This is inspired by one of the conversations we had yesterday inside of our Magic Mind membership. And it's around the topic of how do you get and keep momentum when you're building your thing. And so I feel like I have a lot of momentum with how my business is growing and how things are shaping up with Magic Media, with Magic Kids, with the ability to flow through these partnership projects with clarity and relative ease, considering the complexities that we're dealing with anytime we do something. And I'm 20 years in, and I have learned some things about how do you get momentum. Because when I became an entrepreneur back in 2005, there was no momentum. I had no idea what I was doing. And here are 10 things that I have learned over the last 20 years on how to get and keep momentum going when you're building your business and doing your thing. I got them in my notebook, so I'm going to be glancing down to read these. So number one is wake up early and start your day with a win. I know sleeping in is glorious. I love to sleep in on Sundays, but waking up early is what I've learned to be one of the best ways to get the edge on the day and to really get things going. And what I mean by starting with a win is do something hard straight out of the gate, whether it's exercising, whether it's going for a hike, a run, doing yoga, breath work. For me, I like to play golf. These days it's wintertime, so I'm going to the gym instead. Starting the day doing something that feels like a win before you get into your work, before you get into your responsibilities, is one of the best ways to start the day with the energy really heading in the direction that you want it to go. Number two, schedule your success. Plan your weeks, schedule your days, show up to each of the tasks like it's a meeting. If you get it done early, then move on to the next thing. But that really helps my brain to stay focused on the things that matter most today and every day so that I can be most effective and efficient and focused. 3 F's there. Actually, efficient isn't. It just has F's in it. But regardless of that point, it helps me to really stay focused. So Sundays and Mondays are my planning day. I do all of my team meetings on Mondays. This is something I teach inside of one of the courses that we did this year on Schedule Your Success. You can get that inside the Magic Mind store. Number three, the little wins add up. And so instead of like having one of your to-do list tasks being launch my course, break that launch down into as many steps as you possibly can so that you get that fancy looking checklist. And every time you complete a task, whether it's writing one of your emails or creating your landing page copy or designing your landing page or scheduling the emails, etc., every time you do that, that is a win. And those wins add up. The more times you win a day, the more momentum you're going to have, the more wind at your sails. So really break it up and celebrate every single win. That's right. That's number 4, celebrating the wins. Do a dance, eat something delicious, have a nice drink, talk to a friend, tell your spouse or your partner what you managed to accomplish or what you're proud of from today. Those types of celebrations really help the feel-good vibe. It helps release the dopamine that you need in order to keep going up this mountain that you're climbing right now. Number 5, add up your score before bed. Before going to sleep, this is something I like to do when I'm laying in bed right before falling asleep, is how was the day? Did I win? Did I love? Did I learn? What did I complete? How much further towards the goal did I become today? Even if it's just one step, celebrate that. But take time to reflect and take time to enjoy the view of where you are today and where you managed to get to. Next, 6, be clear on tomorrow's mission before you go to bed. Take a peek at your calendar, probably around dinner time. Just know what you're doing so your brain can start to prepare itself for the mission. So the muse can start to come in and tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, here's an idea for tomorrow. You'd be like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. So if you're prepared, if you're understanding of what the mission is for tomorrow, you're more likely to start getting those intuitive nudges on what needs to happen in order to make that mission accomplished. Number 7, consistency is key. You got to show up each and every day. You got to be serious about this. If you want to be paid like a professional, then be a professional. Treat this enterprise that you're building like you are a professional. Do your best work. Take time for tech learning time so you can learn tech in no time. These are essential skills that you have to develop. The more consistently you show up inside your newsletter, inside of social media, if that's your thing, inside of the YouTube videos, podcast episodes, your writing habit, all these things, the more consistent you become, the easier it is and the more momentum you build and trust you create amongst your audience. So be consistent. Number 8, systems are essential for scaling. Any tasks that you keep repeating, see if you can systemize those, create workflows, hire somebody to rock those out for you so that you can stay focused on the big picture things that help you make the most money and be of the most service. So if you can, when you can, develop scalable systems that are duplicatable so that you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every time you want to do something. For example, if you create landing pages for workshops you're doing, create a landing page template that you can duplicate, change out the banner, change out the text, and away you go. You're ready to rock and roll again. You don't have to complicate it. You don't need to have the perfect website in order to do the good work you're doing. A nice website's great, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And create templates so that you can scale, grow, duplicate, and multiply. I think this is number 9. Choose to enjoy the journey. You are on a creative quest. Your entrepreneurship path is a spiritual journey. You are going to be transformed by this experience that you signed up and said yes to. So enjoy this journey. Try to enjoy the hardships. Try to enjoy those tedious tasks. Crank some music, dance party, celebrate and have fun because this journey eventually ends and then we're dead. So you might as well enjoy the thing that you're creating and bringing into the world. We are creators. This is the magic that we get to bring. And it is a beautiful gift that we have to be able to make these choices that we're making in this exact moment. And number 10, I will say this with certainty. Getting started is the hardest part of completing the thing that you're trying to do. I once said I felt like a lion circling the prey. I would circle till I finally pounced. That's called procrastination. Just start doing the thing. Know what you got to do. If it's writing a sales page, if it's writing your book, whatever it is, just get started. Let the first parts of it be garbage. If you need to, ask ChatGPT to ask you a bunch of questions related to the topic that you need to get started on, and then just start answering those, whatever it takes to get started. Because once you get started, momentum comes in, the muse starts to cooperate with you, and things get done. So if you're struggling for momentum, if you feel like you're spinning the wheels, if you're tired of not getting anywhere fast, then listen to these 10 things that I just shared with you. Tell your friends, let me know what your number 1 thing is. And if you have any ways that you get momentum, share in the comments. Let me know. I would love to learn from you too, because sometimes I get stuck. In fact, in my next video, I'm going to share about what I did to unstuck myself just last night. So, talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.